However, it is often cited that the sport of luge originated in health spa town of St. Maurice, Switzerland, in the late 19th century through the endeavors of hotel entrepreneur Caspar Badruth.
Wow, that sounded great. I would believe that was correct. You said it with confidence, and that's what you got to do. You just got to say it with confidence. Yeah. So that even people from that country can't protest because you're so confident.
So he's marked not as the innovator, but the person whose business practices helped to draw in clientele, which led to the development of sports like luge and skeleton. Which luge and skeleton are similar in the sense that luge is feet first, skeleton's head first.
Ah, okay. God, if you had the option, you're like in Switzerland for the first time, it's like, oh, what should I do? Well, you can either luge or skeleton.
Death.
Death.
Or fun.
Or maiming.
Or maiming.
You want a quick death or a slow death? This is not a Swiss accent. Do you want a quick death or a slow death? Either way.
So these towns were being used as summer resorts by aristocrats.
That's okay.
From all
I think
over
of the
Europe.
movie too, you know.
Yeah.
I think of Aristocats. I don't think of aristocrats.
So they're from all over Europe for their clean, temperate alpine air.
Mm-hmm.
But Caspar, I don't remember what I said before.
You said Caspar.
Thought that was leaving money on the tables as it was empty during the wintertime. So it's a mountainous region. So he decided to sell the idea of winter resorting, as well as rooms with food, drink, and activities, like skiing, all the different activities that were there, and sledding and all of those. So these tourists who, when they weren't skiing, began adapting delivery boys' sleds for recreation. So they took these sleds down picturesque mountains, often right onto the main roads in town.
Oh, wow.
Which led to collisions with pedestrians as they sped down the lanes and alleys of the village. Yes, all over the roads and walkways.
Wow, they were just trying to embody their ancestors who attacked from the mountains. You know,
So needless to say, the townspeople were very annoyed at the great fun that these rich tourists were having.
Damn tourists. I mean, it sounds great. I mean, why wouldn't you do that?
I imagine at some point some of them were like, how many people can I take out?
Oh, I'm sure. There's always that douchebag that's doing that.
It dates back to the points system that we joke about when you're driving cars. Like, 10 points for hitting this person, 20 for that one.
I would like to say I've never heard of this.
You don't actually hit people, but you've never... When you're driving a car and like people are walking in the way and it's like, oh, that person's got a stroller. That's like 60 points.
My God, what is wrong with you?
You don't actually do it.
What is wrong with you?
Nothing. I'm not the only one that does it.
I want to know the names of the others that do.
Everyone does it, Mark.
Not everyone does that.
Everyone.
I did play, there was a game a long time ago called Carmageddon that its entire point was that you hit and maim and kill people.
That's the basis of the joking game that people talked about in their cars.
I'm sure. I'm sure it is. God, I haven't even thought of Carmageddon in a while. I did play a ton of that, so I can't say that I'm totally innocent here.
They need to add a new one. It's called Lugeageddon.
Lugeageddon. The spiritual sequel. Yeah, no, that game is horrible. I'm not one of those people like, oh, violence and video games, because I played that as a kid, and then a few years later I was thinking about it. I'm like, that's really messed up.
That's really messed up.
That's really messed up game. I don't know if I like that.
Yeah, don't hit people with vehicles, period.
The two characters in that game's name, you want to know what they are? It's Max Damage and Diana.
I thought you were going to say Caspar Badruth. I was like, oh no!
It's Caspar
He's in here! They referenced him!
That's him. No. Anyway, off topic.